Hey Twisters, Li Balloon Guy here, and today we're going to be doing one of the more difficult one balloon sculptures. We're going to be doing the teddy bear. It's going to be difficult, but if you trust Papa Bear, I'm going to get you through it. So go ahead and grab your balloons, stretch out those fingers, because we're going to start twisting now. To make our one balloon teddy bear, the most important things we're going to have to keep in mind is that we're going to be making a lot of very small twists. So we want to make sure we leave a lot of tail at the end of the balloon, and we want to make sure that we start by making the balloon very, very soft. So go ahead and inflate your balloon, but we're going to leave a good 6 to 7 inches on the end of the tail. Go ahead and tie your balloon off, and give it a nice squeeze all the way through. That'll make it nice and soft and ready to be twisted. We're going to begin with 2 small 1-inch bubbles. So go ahead and make a small 1-inch bubble. This might even be a little less than 1 inch. This might be like 3/4 inch bubble. Make another 3/4 inch bubble. And you're gonna want to get these 2 nice and firm in your fingers, because as we twist the rest of these, you cannot let this go or the entire thing is going to unfurl. Now that we've got our 2 bubbles in our hand, go ahead and make a small 2.5 inch bubble, another very tiny 1-inch bubble, a 2-inch bubble, a 1-inch bubble, and now we're going to bring the whole thing together, give a nice squeeze to keep it soft, and you're going to let these 2 go now. And we're going to twist the whole thing together. I know that was a lot. I'm going to take you through it again step by step, just so you guys can get kind of an understanding what the orientation is and how this is going to end up becoming his face. So in the beginning, we started with our 2 1-inch bubbles. These 2 bubbles, the first one is going to be his nose, and the second one is going to be the back of his head. The 2-inch bubbles on the sides are going to be his face. These 2 1-inch bubbles at the top are going to be his ears, and this bubble is going to be the top of his head. Now before we can go any further with this, I'm going to teach you guys a new twist that I haven't showed you before. So make sure your first 2 bubbles are split. We're going to roll them through so that the nose is sticking out the front of the face, and we're going to do what's called an ear twist. I'm going to do this first without these bubbles in the way, and then I'll show you with the bubbles. To make an ear twist, you're going to take this 1-inch bubble, you're going to pull it up, you're going to squeeze the bubbles on either side together, and you're going to twist your 1-inch bubble. I'll do this nice and slow for you. You're going to grab your 1-inch bubble, you're going to try and pull it up while squeezing the bubbles on either side, and twist your 1-inch bubble. As you can see, it makes an ear-shaped twist. Now I'm going to do the second ear twist with those 2 front bubbles inside. So go ahead and twist it off, make sure they're separated, and push your nose through the balloon. Grab your other 1-inch bubble and pull it away from the balloon sculpture while squeezing everything together. And give it a twist. It's gonna feel awkward at first. I'm sorry about that, but it's something you guys are gonna have to just get through, because the ear twist is one of the most important twists I can teach you as a balloon sculptor. You are going to be using the ear twist for everything, not just ears. Now we have the face of our teddy bear. Go and give yourselves a pat on the back. The rest of the balloon is eerily similar to our one balloon dog. We're going to make a very small bubble for his neck. You don't want a big neck or he's going to look kind of weird. So make a very small neck. We're going to make a small loop twist for his arms. Another small loop twist for his arms. And now we've got a face with 2 little hand arms. We're going to give him a body. So maybe about 3 inches for his body. And now we're going to do 2 more loop twists for his legs, and you can make them a bit bigger than the top part, the hands. So go and make 1 loop, and the second loop. Now you'll notice Li Balloon Guy did not leave enough tail at the end this is tight. This is real full of air. This is a lot of pressure under the balloon. If I give this to a kid, I'd say there's a 99% chance he's gonna pop it in about 5 minutes, bring it back to me, and I'm gonna have to start over. So you guys really wanna make sure, plenty of tail for this one, and make sure your balloon's really, really soft. I'm gonna cover the orientation of the face one more time, just so you guys have it. We've got a 1-inch bubble in front for his nose. We've got another 1-inch bubble in the back, which becomes his head. We've got another small 1.5 to 2-inch bubble on the side. You've got another 1-inch bubble that becomes his ear. Another 1-inch bubble to 2-inch bubble at the top to make his forehead. Another 1-inch bubble on the side for his second ear. And then you come down and make another 2-inch bubble for the other side of his face. All of it twists together at what will eventually become his neck. A nice way to remember this is just remember that the entire face is symmetrical. You're going to be doing the same twists on one side that you're going to be doing on the other side. So we're going to try doing this from another angle. I just wanted to make sure that I got as close as possible and gave you guys the best tutorial on how to do this. So I'm going to try and do it and have you guys see it as if you were looking over my shoulder. So we're going to start by making our 1-inch bubble. You get another 1-inch bubble. Make sure you hold it in your fingers like this. You're going to make a small 1.5 to 2-inch bubble. 1-inch bubble for your ear. A 1.5-inch bubble for the top of his head. And see how as I make my twists, as I make my new bubbles, I'm just pushing them over into my hand. Another 1-inch bubble. And as long as I don't let go of these two down here, the whole thing should remain twisted together. And finally, give a nice squeeze. A small 1 to 1.5-inch bubble to match the other side. And that's pretty much it. Like, I know it seems like a lot, but it's really 7 bubbles in a line. So now we can go ahead and we can push our nose through the top of the head. Try to keep this in frame for you. So you're staring right now, the orientation is this is the back of his head, and the nose is coming out the front of his head. You can go ahead and lift up, pull off your ear twist, isolate your second ear twist. You can see now that it's up close, you can actually see it looks like an ear. And that's gonna be the, oh, looks like our nose didn't want to stay where it was supposed to be. There we go. Now that looks like a teddy bear, doesn't it? This is a fun balloon, guys. You're gonna get a lot of mileage out of this one as long as you put in the work, put in the practice, make sure you get the twist down. I know it's gonna be tough, but practice, practice, practice. If you guys don't like the way it came out, untwist the whole thing, start again. That way you're reusing the balloon. You don't have to waste all your balloons in your practice. It's gonna save you time, it's gonna save you money. If you didn't leave enough air in the tail, like you probably didn't, I know you're gonna be twisting and you're gonna find that tail is really full at the end. Go ahead and inflate another one. Give yourself another 1 to 2 inches of tail. In the beginning, you're gonna need that space. The bear isn't gonna mind. That's our video today, guys. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. I know I say it all the time, but it really does help the channel grow. If you hit the bell down below, you'll get notified every time that I come out with a new video every single week. Every single week. It's like I don't have anything better to be doing. Otherwise, I hope you had fun today. I'll see you guys next week in our next video.